In this video, I'm going to share the idea how satellites can help us to stay more motivated. Hi my darlings, welcome to Be Strong and Love Yourself, a channel for very strong people. I'm Dasha Bisali and I created this channel to share some positivity, some information about happiness and self-development. And I want to share with you some advice and idea that my dad shared with me, and he keeps reminding me about it. First I will talk about satellites, and then I will explain what they have to do with productivity and being active. I must say that I'm not a scientist and I don't know too much about space and all these scientific tools, but I just read some information in internet. I thought it was interesting, and if you want to know more, you can do your own research if you find this area of science exciting. So satellites are very useful, and the main purpose of them, 63% of satellites are made for communication. So probably you watch this video because of satellite. Then they also have the role of Earth observation, and this helps us to know weather forecast, and also they can help people to predict some natural disasters like hurricanes or tornadoes, and it can help people to be evacuated and to stay alive. So it is very important, and it also helps with technology development. There is also part of it that helps with space science. Some satellites do that, and some other functions which are not that big. And depend on the function. Satellite can be closer to Earth or further away from Earth, and satellites can move to different points of the Earth, and some of them they kind of hang against the same point for communication purposes. For example, satellite for Europe always stays kind of with the same line to Europe. So when the Earth turns around, it moves around with Earth. So in order to do that, it needs to be on the specific distance from our planet. And the satellites that do Earth observations, they are also very important because there are parts on our Earth that are very hard to explore. For example, North Pole or South Pole. And if you think about it, 2/3 of our planet is water, oceans, and it's not that easy to be always in the ocean, but satellites can get information from any part of the Earth. So they do have a lot of very useful functions, and they do help a lot. And recently, in the last few years, different countries, they send more and more satellites in space, and I think by the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2021, there was more than 6,500 satellites around Earth, on Earth's orbit, and only like 4,900 were active. And this is very important part. This is why I created this video. I wanted to talk about active versus inactive satellites. So at some point, satellites kind of almost, you can say, run out of their energy or their useful life. So they still exist, but they are not that useful, and they have a little bit of fuel left. And if the satellite is very close to Earth, this left fuel can be used to push it closer to Earth, and then it can be burned in atmosphere. So this way satellite gets destroyed and it doesn't stay in space and doesn't move around our planet. But some satellites are so far away that they don't have enough fuel to get back to Earth and atmosphere that can destroy them. So in order to get rid of them, they get pushed away from Earth, and they still hang in there. They still move around our planet, but they just don't mess up other satellites. So they exist, but they don't bring any value anymore. And this is my metaphor. In life, you can have active life, and you can just have life. And my dad, he always was telling me, and he's telling me this now, that it doesn't really so important how many years you live. It is very important how many of these years you live active life, full of energy, and how you can serve others, help others. So you want to be this satellite that supports people, supports our planet, and you don't want to be the satellite that's just hanging in there, exists, it's in space, it wasn't destroyed, but the life is not active. It doesn't really do anything. And I think the more we take care of ourselves, the more energy we have. And when we have this energy, then we can serve our planet and other people. So it is very important to take care of yourself, to have this light within you, this energy within you that you can share, that you can send anywhere you want, especially now with technologies, and help other people. This was my main message. I wanted to share something new that I just learned about satellites, and I also wanted to send this message that please take care of yourself. It's extremely important. There are a lot of very simple steps that you can take in order to have more energy. And I have a lot of videos about it on my channel, but I think that you also know what you need by yourself. I hope you like this video. Please leave some comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I'm always very thankful for people watching my videos. Be strong and love yourself. Love wins, always.